Dana Infinity, what up? Wolf Girl, what up? Bruning Imagery, what up? Dallas Cowboys 12181, what up? Madizma 48, yeah. Claudine, what up? Tawika Purple, okay. Shani Love 420, what up? Alisha First, what's going on, right? Ryan Proctor, what's up? What's going on? My man, yo. So, we're gonna get this thing popping. You know what I'm saying? Real people, real conversations. Welcome somebody, you know what I'm saying? Aboard, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who is just a back-to-back champ. You know, many finals appearances. What up, man?
My guy, what's happening, man?
Chris Bosh in the building. What up? What's going on?
And I'm good, bro. I can't complain, man. How are you, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. The vibe is right. You know what I'm saying? The energy is right. Yo, you know what's funny? Your camera is like this,
Oh,
Chris.
let me change that. Yeah, let me change that jump.
Yeah, there you
Yeah, there
go.
we go.
There you go.
Better?
Excellent. So, yo, first of all, how you doing? How you been hanging in there with, with this whole pandemic, quarantine,
It has been different, that's for sure. My biggest challenge is with the kids, man. I have five total, four in the house. So, right away, I noticed the difference. I already love my teachers.
Right.
I have always loved teachers since the day I was coming up. And now I think more than ever, we're kind of seeing how important they are to playing a role in our children's and our future's lives,
Mm,
because now I'm seeing how, not that, they're not paying attention, but these are 8-year-olds, man. My son turned 8 today. You know what I mean? I'm trying to
yeah.
get an 8-year-old to watch iPad and it's not a game for more than hours a day. You know what I mean? That's a
Right.
challenge, bro.
Right.
So, that's the biggest challenge. But everything else, man, we're blessed, man. Everything's been great. I have no complaints at all.
Yeah. So, which one of your son, how old is he? He's 8 years old. What's his name?
My oldest boy, Jackson.
Jackson. Happy birthday. Happy
Yeah,
birthday to
today's his
Jackson.
birthday, man.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, what I want to talk about today, I was thinking about it. You're incredibly successful. You know what I'm saying? You've done things that, have been childhood dreams for people, across the globe. I really wanted to talk to you more about like what it took to become you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody like, they talk about game 6, they talk about the pass to Ray Allen, they talk about, all of the things that we're familiar with, the back-to-back championships, the big three, the first super team. I get all that. But before that, there's a man who had a dream, who was a kid who had a dream. And there's a
Yeah,
lot of people watching us right now, right? Like they're in a place in their lives where, quite frankly, they don't know that it's possible to make your dream a reality.
for
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Right.
Like they don't know that. Like it seems like possible, but even for myself, to be honest, they see what I've accomplished, they see what you've accomplished, and they say, yo, I can't do that. Or is that possible? So my question to you is, how did you become the Chris Bosh that, the world knows, that the globe knows? Like, what was the dream? What was the vision like, you know?
I mean, when I saw basketball, that's pretty much what I wanted to do. I knew that I was lucky enough early in my childhood to find my thing and go
Hmm.
for it.
Okay.
And once I really saw that, I mean, it was nothing else. I mean, I consumed with it. I thought about basketball when I woke up, when I went to sleep. And I do get it that it is special and very, very unique to be a professional basketball player. But
Hmm.
still, I've had people that I play with that had professional careers for 10 plus years in Europe.
Hmm.
They were able to give themselves a good start on life,
Hmm.
and play basketball for a living,
Hmm.
So, and at the very worst, I could maybe, get a scholarship maybe and go to school because my dad told me early, he was like, yo, I don't have money for school. I was like 11 years old, you know what I mean? So he was
Hmm.
like, you need to get a scholarship. But that was exciting to know that that was even a possibility. So,
Hmm.
just little by little, the goals kept coming, and then, the things that are in reach, I kept going for them.
Hey, but you know what? I want to go even deeper than that. I want to talk about like, did you imagine it? I mean, did you lay in your bed at night and imagine this stuff? Did you see
Yeah,
this stuff? Did you envision it? Did
every day.
did you fantasize about it? Like, how did you, like, even beyond just the normal we know the daily steps. You work hard, you go after it, set goals. But what was in here? Like, what was in your spirit and your mind and your heart? Like, what did you really envision? Like, you know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's kind of like, for me, man, I will watch NBA Inside Stuff. You remember NBA Inside Stuff?
Of
So
course.
for those who don't know, NBA Inside Stuff was like, that was pretty, it was an NBA show. That's, Myra Rashad, 30 minutes on Saturday morning, and that's all the NBA we get, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
So like seeing that, I didn't see any games until the playoffs, so, and then even then it was Michael Jordan. So love Michael Jordan, but then I'm starting to look for people like me. I start seeing people like me and Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Lamar Odom.
Okay.
So
So you're
now I'm
talking
like,
about
wow,
bigs. You're talking about bigs, long,
yeah.
rangy bigs.
I
Is that
saw
what you mean?
someone who I can, who's long and skinny. I'm
Right.
skinny and tall.
Right.
I'm not going to be Shaq,
Right. Right.
so I would see them play just for just them little highlights, and I would go right to the park. And I would envision myself. So even if it didn't matter if like it was a trash can with a hoop in it, it didn't matter if we nailed it up to the side of a barn. It didn't matter if it was like the little paper, bro. It was like it was always a game. I'm always at the Garden. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Then it gets crazy because I've been imagining it. Then I get the opportunity at 18 to actually play in the Garden. So that's
Mm-hmm.
just like, I mean, everything kind of started happening real fast for me. It was pretty trippy, but it just incentivized me to do more and more and just keep going hard.
Yep. My man Chuck D from Public Enemy just checked in. He said, "Rock the Bosch." Shout out to Chuck D.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I like that, bro.
Rock the Bosch, baby. Rock the Bosch. Okay. So, all right. You said the Garden. What was it like
Yeah.
walking in the Garden at 18 years old? What was that feeling? Was it a dream come true? Was it electric? Like, what was that? What was that? What was in your mind walking in? And tell me what it was like as a rookie to be suddenly surrounded by your heroes that you saw on Inside Stuff. Just so you
Ah,
know,
that's crazy, man. I mean, when the Garden, when first thing I remember getting there was like, damn, the lights is bright. Like, you know what I mean? And then
right?
Spike
Life,
Lee right there. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh man, I played with Vince Carter in my rookie year, so
right?
it would be an exciting game. It had the potential to be an exciting game. People love seeing Vince play, so people would come out. That was like you have that on a nightly basis, hopefully, but the Garden, certain places, you have your places that then like playing against your idols, that's a surreal experience. You know what
Name
I'm
some of
saying?
them. Name some of them, like the
I
people
mean,
you would.
Shaq and Kobe. Shaq and Kobe were that was like,
Crazy.
yeah, I mean, I just remember seeing them and just like, damn, they move fast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Shaq is huge. It's like, I don't know, he's the biggest person you ever seen. The crazy part is you're having all these things. I'm just, I would be staring at him during the national anthem. I'm looking at him the whole time. We're about to play basketball. I'm about to play basketball against these dudes. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's 2 minutes left on the clock in warm-ups, and they're about to get this thing going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's just, just doing that. It's like, okay, you've arrived. It's always a catch up.
Right.
And saying, okay, I got to do this because, whether nobody knows me or I'm trying to be more successful or I'm trying to make a name for myself,
Hmm.
you understand that there's another level.
There's another level. So when there's another level, right? Like you start off in Toronto. That was the time when Vince was in like a transition period. Things were going on in his career.
Mhm.
He was making decisions about where he was going to be, where he was going to stay. When you walk into when it was time to get in shape, you know what I'm saying? When it was time to go the extra mile with your cardio, when it was time to put that extra work in, was it the same once you got the contract? I mean, you got your rookie contract. It's still a lot of money, coming from where we come from, regardless of, it's a
Absolutely.
tremendous amount of money. So did life change? Like, did you find that you needed something else to inspire you, or did you just keep rolling?
Nah, man, playing basketball in Toronto at the time was a little different.
Mm-hmm.
We were always fighting for our name.
Mm-hmm.
It's just certain things. The U.S. market and the Canadian market are different markets, and
Mm-hmm.
so we weren't getting the notoriety, and so that automatically, I just felt every year that we were underdog. And regardless, like I would have even after signing a good contract or whatever, I felt I was worth it. And then then I remember one particular day I played against Kevin Garnett. He
Mm-hmm.
destroyed me.
Okay.
And I'm an all-star.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I'm pretty good. You
11
know what I mean?
times.
Well, I'm just saying at the time, I was
Right.
younger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he took it. He just took it to another level. Him individually, and that was his first year with the Celtics. So that I just remember that feeling and being like, oh my God, I don't want to feel like that after a game ever again, because I know he knows, and I've got to get better. So there were always little things like that to keep pushing me forward. Like I say, Michael Jordan, I think, were all of our heroes. Was the hero for us, but like, seeing him being successful and seeing him winning, I'm like, okay, damn, that was the thing to do. So I'm going to win a championship, and I'm going to do this and that. And I'm, from the moment I got into the NBA, it was always about being success. And
Now,
it's
one of
got
the
to be
things
like that
about
after.
what'd you say? I didn't hear that last thing you
Oh,
said.
no, sorry. I was saying it's got to be like that after, too.
Yeah. So one thing about you is that you're like a person, like you're one of the toughest players in the leagues in a lot of ways, not just physically tough. Obviously, you have to be physically tough to be an elite level athlete. And there's levels to it, but it's all relative. But still, you have to be physically tough, especially to the average guy to be an elite level athlete. But then you played through a lot of interesting dynamics. I'm not even going to get into all of that, the left out nonsense and dwell on any of the nonsense. What I really want to talk about, though, what I do think is interesting is how is it that you were able to maintain your focus as a player and own who you are as a man when you had so much headwinds against you? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times you were flying against the wind.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. That's a really interesting way to put it. It did feel like that at times, but then like I don't know, man. I mean, I guess for me, I've always been pretty comfortable in who I am, and regardless of things that were happening outside, whether it was whatever it was, and I understand it more now. At the time, I didn't, but just being in the media spotlight, we need clicks, we need stories. Let's just. It's funny. Some of the stuff was funny, actually. Some of it made me laugh, but, for the most part, it does kind of hurt your feelings a little bit. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to pursue my dream and doing what I love. Eventually, I had to come to the place to say, okay, well, just because what you think you're going to be playing the finals and there's going to be no hecklers, you know what I mean? You think people want you to be successful. That's just not a part of it. So, it just helped me continue to march forward. It was always the goal. I mean, obviously, we dramatically came here, so it wasn't like it was a secret thing. We had to win it. You know what I mean?
Well, you guys made some big announcements.
We did.
A lot of
So,
fingers went up in the air, a lot of dancing, a lot of yelling.
Yo, we had a good time. You know what I mean? Now it's like, well, hey, boy, that was a great time. Now comes the work. And since everybody saw that good time, you got to do what you got to do and make sure you work hard enough to have that good time. Because, boy, y'all had a great time.
You had a great time.
But, for the most part, man, I mean, just dealing with that pressure and just being all in on something and just having 100% dedication to a goal. That's pretty much what it is. And that's all that mattered for me. So that helped me, keep my focus. You know what I'm saying?
100% dedication to a goal. So, I'm sitting here thinking about it. And I think what a lot of people would be really interested in, and I'm interested in, is the day in the life of you. Let's say you're in your, I don't know, whatever year you named, a year that you think was special. But tell me about, take me from morning to game time, then from game time to bus to lobby to life. Like, take me through the whole journey. Like, what is it like?
Okay.
And not only what you did, but how you felt physically.
Okay.
And mentally.
So I'll give you a perfect example. The first thing that popped in my head, NBA Finals.
Okay.
Playing on the road.
Okay.
So in San Antonio, I believe it was the Four Seasons. I can't remember, but it was like in the outskirts of San Antonio. We're like by an amusement park. We by Fiesta, Texas. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
And it's got a golf course on it. We're out there.
All right.
So we just lose game 3. I mean, we get smashed.
Okay. It
They
happens.
beat the break. It happens. You know, you got to
Right.
deal with that. So pretty much that's just the setup, right? So
Right.
usually that morning, the game doesn't start till 8 o'clock at Central Time. That morning, we'll probably have a shoot around. I'll get up, you know, about 9:30, 10 o'clock. The bus will probably leave 11:30.
Right.
We'll get there around 12.
Mm-hmm.
We'll watch probably about 45 minutes of film.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, by that time, we're not running up and down the court.
Mm-hmm.
NBA players hate shoot around. It's a notorious thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty much like a practice
Okay, hold
before
on.
the
You
game.
said something. Why do they hate them? Tell us
Because
why
it's a
they hate them.
practice before the game. You're running, you're going to the gym, going back home, then going back to the gym.
Okay. Okay.
You know
So
what
it's
I'm
like a
saying?
sound check
Pretty
immediately.
much. It's sound check.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
but like it's you know, you're going over the plays. It's you know, it's its own thing, just like sound check is, right?
Right. Right.
So like different problems arise, you trying to figure out what to do tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You go have that conversation, then we'll ride the bus back to the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
We'll eat breakfast together.
Mm-hmm.
And then usually by this time, it's like about 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. I would usually like take a nap. So I would like, you know, shoot the shit or something with my friends if they were around. If I'm by myself on the road,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably just read, you know, do
Mm-hmm.
something to just stay, you know, relaxed. I'll
Mm-hmm.
go to sleep. I like taking long naps. So I would
Mm-hmm.
take a nap, wake up, hit the bus.
Mm-hmm.
If the game is at 8, I'm gonna get on a 5:30 bus. It's 2 buses
Mm-hmm.
usually. 4:40. No, yeah, 4:45. Then 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
I get to the bus, get to the gym, and you know, by the time I get to the gym, I'm starting to kind of naturally just do my thing. So I'll shoot,
Mm-hmm.
get there, you know, get some treatment. You know, if I need treatment, start reading stuff,
And
and
so
then
when
I'm
you say
always
treatment, you're
looking at
talking
the
about get a
clock.
massage, get your knees worked on, ice, whatever.
Usually like it's getting loose. So if I have a bad ankle or something
Mm-hmm.
like that, that series I turned, you know, my ankle in the
Mm-hmm.
series before that. So, you know, it'd be sore. So the first thing I need to do is like, you know, get this joint going.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take about an hour. You know what I
It's
mean?
gonna be a minute,
Well, let me get this
right?
jump going. We about to run up and down this court and it's gonna be crazy. And you know, just getting, you know, mentally ready. And then by about 40 minutes on the clock, that's when, you know, coaches, you know, starting to, you know, address thing. We'll start sitting down, getting the game plan ready. About 30 minutes on the clock, we're watching clips of
Mm-hmm.
what we need to do as a
Mm-hmm.
team to be successful. And then we
Mm-hmm.
go out there and play.
And then you go out there and play.
Yeah. And then, you know, that day we got our ass whooped. So, you know, it was like, damn. You know, so you know, you go back to the locker room. The media comes in about 30 minutes after the game is over.
Right. Right.
So, you know, it's an open situation. So everybody comes in and then, you know, you get changed, you eventually shower, ice your knees, get changed.
Mm.
You know, if you hopefully we can get out of there 90 minutes after the game is over. That'd be pretty
Mm-hmm.
quick. But, you
Mm-hmm.
know, usually if you lose the game, it's a long bus ride back.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's a long. So you got the bus ride. Everybody takes the game, either whether you lost or won. Everybody takes that differently, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So in terms of like playlists, is there a playlist you have? Is there some music? Do you listen to any music? Because a lot of people don't know. Like we've talked before, like you're a big. Not only you're a music fan, but you're a musician. You have like a lot of love for music. I'm kind of
Yeah.
turning it a little bit right now. So tell
Yeah.
me about your playlist and what you know what I mean. What that's.
I played a lot of classical music because I was always trying to calm down. Because for
Mm-hmm.
me, the easiest thing would just be to act a fool and just do something crazy. But then, you know, that would be the thing that eventually I would carry for the rest of my life.
Right.
You
Right.
know, so I was always trying to just get into a mode of doing my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a hip hop fan. I'm from, you know, I grew up on hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Dallas. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
So
a lot
tell
of
us the
people don't
artist you
know
grew
that.
up on, and don't feel
Uh,
obligated. You do not have to mention me. Don't feel nothing weird. Like
I mean,
who
look,
you grew up on.
I won't even have to mention you because, yeah, you were always in the conversation,
All right,
okay?
cool. All right, cool. Well,
But
who?
I mean, yeah, growing up, of course, it was more about Tupac
Mm-hmm.
in Texas.
Tupac.
We had our underground artists like Paul Wall, Chameleon,
Mm-hmm.
Swisher House, the
Mm-hmm.
Screwed Up Click, guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the music that we felt was ours.
Rest
You
in peace,
know,
DJ Screw.
yeah, R.I.P. DJ Screw. You know, UGK, of
Yeah, of
course.
course.
That was like the OG music. You
Right.
know, so like my big cousin, I would ride with my big cousin. That's what he would play. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so that was like my memories with access to music. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, as time went on, that's like pretty much when I think when I was in middle school and going into high school, I mean, it was pretty much the New York domination.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you wasn't from New York, it wasn't even
It wasn't happening.
it wasn't even not even
Nah,
close,
that's
bro. But I mean, that was kind of so, you know, I'm gonna mention you, of course, Jay-Z, DMX, you know, just the explosive, you know, songs that you couldn't help but hear. I mean, the songs that your mom and grandma is singing to you. You know, you
mm-hmm.
guys made those songs.
Mm-hmm.
Outkast, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of family in Atlanta. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Yeah.
that was, you know, they were a huge influence in the whole Atlanta sound. I went to Georgia Tech. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was just it's a whole journey, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, I think a lot of people, a lot of times, especially in this world, let's just call it how we see it. I think people will be surprised that, a young black, ball player from Texas listens to classical music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's surprising to people. Like, where did you get that appreciation? Like, who introduced you to classical music? How did that happen? You're frozen, by the way. I don't know what happened. You might want to shake your phone or something, but I can still hear you. Uh-oh, it looked like, all right, looked like you froze, and you froze in the funny position too. You look like you're about to answer. Shout out to everybody that's watching once again. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with my man, Chris Bosh. We rocking the Bosh. Chris, just get back on the line. He left. He'll be back. While he's getting back on the line, I want to shout out my official Allen Brown in the building. The Eminence One, you know what I'm saying? Ricardo Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? Laurie Ciro, Voodoo Orphan, Francine Abriano. What up, Kit Kat? You know what I'm saying? Let me find Chris. We'll find him in a minute. He's off. Chris is disconnected. He'll be back in a second. Real Time Vibes, what up? Dion Brady, what up? Justin Bolter Cage, what up? You know what I'm saying? Ashley Motivates. Miguel Rod 23, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? It's good vibes, good energy. You know what I'm saying? Just love to everybody out there. Classical music is crazy. Flex Cabrera, 9. You know what I'm saying? Arizona in the building, New Jersey in the building, Virginia in the building, Eric V. Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You want to request what songs you want to hear from a catalog of music live? I hear you. I only saw you. I feel you. Let's see. Let's find my man Chris Bosh. There he goes. Got him. Chris coming in. Oh, good. Yeah. Shout out only Mr. Bird.
Man, my
Hurry up.
bad. I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened, bro. You froze on my side too. I was like, I could hear you, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know what the
yeah.
hell
It's
happened.
all good though. So what we're talking about basically is how does a young, you know what I'm saying, young, black kid, and I'm gonna even stereotype it more, 7-footer,
Hey,
basically
trust
listening,
me, I got that too.
basically listening to classical music. Like, tell me about that.
You know what, my dad, man, he played. My dad could sing. He would lead song in church,
Oh wow.
and yeah, he had like a record collection.
Oh wow.
And I mean, it would just be like small pieces
Mm-hmm.
into what makes like your personality, what shapes your personality musically. So
Mm-hmm.
like, he was very mood driven. You know what I'm saying? So like after work, when he's picking us up from basketball practice,
Mm-hmm.
it was this radio station called the Smooth Jazz, the Oasis,
Okay.
107.5. And
Smooth
and
jazz, the
and
Oasis,
boys who
107.5.
the Oasis, you can hear it in your mind. Pretty
Yes.
much like anything George Benson and Sade in rotation at all times. Kenny G.
Okay.
So like I heard those over and over. He would take us to like live jazz concerts. So I like my first concert was George Benson. Was going to see George Benson. You know what
Right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And I didn't even know who he was until he did the finale Broadway. I said, oh, that's that guy.
Oh, that's
You
crazy.
know, so that was like he kind of it allowed me to be open a little bit
Yeah,
musically,
yeah,
and just for whatever reason I always liked classical. It was just everywhere, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
So,
And
so
so
okay, so you always love classical. What a lot of people don't know is you're also into music now. You know, you
mm,
produce. You have different artists. You have different things that you're involved in.
yeah.
Why don't you share some of the things that you're working on musically, like things that you want to share and you feel comfortable sharing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. I'm kind of in the weeds trying to I'm working on a project, working on a couple projects. I mean, it takes a long time to kind of understand to speak then after you want to speak what you want to say. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a project individually, but I'm working with an artist named DZ Brown,
Mm-hmm.
in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
We've been cooking for like a year and a half together, just, building.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're to the point now where we can kind of get some consistency. So I'm looking to put out music by the end of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
decided to put that pressure on myself, but
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much, music
But
has
tell
kind of
people
been
about
my.
some of the placements you've had, like some of the different things.
So yeah, that was pretty much. I'm glad you asked that question. So like, it kind of started for me when I got my blood clot situation. I was in a position I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
I read things saying you should do things you love, right? So I was kind of at a standstill. I eventually chose music.
Mm-hmm.
It started going deeper and deeper. My buddy, Rico Love, I ended up meeting him. And
Mm-hmm.
the first day we met, he cut like 5 records. It's pretty much like my first experience was the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He not only did he cut 5 records, but like Gucci Man came to the studio one day and he was, they were working together.
Mm-hmm.
He just automatically chose the song that Rico and I did. And
Mm-hmm.
so he ended up winning for his album, which was a perfect piece. It was just luck, a
Mm-hmm.
perfect piece to his album that he did. So it
And
was a
tell
song
everybody the
called,
song. Tell.
yeah, it's a song called Missing My Woe.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Gucci, and Rico Love. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, that was my first experience. And like that happened not the first time I'm making beats, but these were the first beats that I made. And so that kind of got me in the position to say, okay, all right, I believe in science, so I'd be crazy not to explore this path. And
Mm-hmm.
so I started, working with guys like Rico Love, my guys out on the West Coast, 1500 Studios, Rance, my guy, meeting guys, Cosign,
Mm-hmm.
a part of the interns out in the West Coast, my guy Ryan Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
I just start, meeting
Mm-hmm.
these different guys that were showing me things. And of course, let me shout out my guy Boy Wonder. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? They were, just being open to helping me and just
Mm-hmm.
saying, okay, giving me notes and stuff like that. So, I mean, I haven't had a placement since, but
Mm-hmm.
that kind of gave me, the hunger a little bit to say, all right, I really like this. This is my daily thing now. And, just been trying to,
Because it
amass a
showed you it was
catalog like
possible.
you, bro.
It showed
Yeah.
you it was possible. So you said something deep. You said you believe in signs. That's
Yeah.
not something to be taken lightly. Let's expand on that a little bit. Tell me about what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, it's like I could have every reason in the world to doubt why I should. And that's kind of the reason why I chose to do music. Because one, it kind of chose me. And then two, the next thing I thought about was like, oh, what are people going to think? Another ball player trying to, do X, Y, and Z. But I kind of like that. That kind of gave me because I hadn't been uncomfortable in a long time. And
Mm-hmm.
like playing your music that you've made for people in front of people, it's like being naked.
No question.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I had never felt that before, but it's great when something comes out of it,
Mm-hmm.
trying to capture those moments. And so I just went for it, and
Mm-hmm.
I stopped worrying too much about, outside perception. It's just, not to be corny or anything, but follow your heart, follow your intuition and
Mm-hmm.
just, dive right
Ah,
into it. And then that happened. I mean, I had every reason not to go to the studio and play beats for Rico.
right.
If he had every reason to say, man, I ain't playing. What? He doing what? I ain't,
Mm-hmm.
listen to it. We were both open to the situation. He just, he pretty much, it was a situation where he wrote the hook.
Mm-hmm.
We did the hook and everything and, had the beat and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then, you know, Gucci comes the next like month.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like that divine intervention thing. But
Mm-hmm.
if we hadn't have been open to those experiences,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have, you know, even put ourselves out there. So I could have been like, oh, my beats are whack
Mm-hmm.
because I just started. Or
Mm-hmm.
you could just press play and
Mm-hmm.
just, you know, and not take it personal. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And me putting myself out there and these things actually happen, you know, that kind of, it was crazy. I was in New York. Rico just hit me casually and was like, yo, I need the files. Gucci's going to put it on his album. I'm not organized. I don't know any. I'm like a total beginner. I don't even know how I'm going to find these files to get back to him,
Right.
bro.
That's right.
I'm
Right.
like,
Right.
files? What you mean files, bro? Oh,
Right. Right.
I had
Right.
to find, bro. It took me like half a day to find it. I had to find it, go through I had my computer with me. I had to go. I was going to the hotel anyway. I had just landed. We went to the hotel. My wife was like, you need to find them files, you know.
Right. Right.
I'm up there on my computer trying to find them. I find them and get them to him just in time. So, you know, it could be mixed and all that stuff.
Right.
But, you know, that's just how it happened.
That's
So then
because
after
you
that,
gotta be. Yeah.
I was in there after that, bro. I was
So
hooked.
okay. So this is probably a question. I'm sure you've heard it before. But I want to know, and it doesn't have to be anybody that people would expect. It can be whoever you want it to be. All right. And you, of course, you'll answer that way. But tell me about some of your favorite teammates to play with. It doesn't have to be the usuals, and it can be if it is. But tell me about some of your favorite teams to play with. And as a matter of fact, yeah, just tell me.
My favorite teammates, I always love my point guards. You know
Your
what I
point
mean?
guards.
I'm a big guy. My man, Jared Jack, my man, TJ Ford, Jose Calderon,
Right.
Mario Chalmers,
Right.
you know,
Chalmers.
Bron, he was pretty much point guard too, you
Yeah.
know. I always love playing with those guys because, you know, as a big, I'm reliant on somebody getting me the ball,
Right.
you
But
know,
but
so
at the same time, though, Chris, you were one of the first. I mean, obviously, Magic in that era was, did it all. But you were one of the first guys that were longer, lanky, slimmer, that could do a lot of different things with the ball. And
I would have done more. If I knew then what I know now. Oh, I would have dove right into it because, like, back then when I was a young guy, the only guy shooting threes was Dirk,
mm-hmm,
Cliff Robinson, Sheed.
mm-hmm.
Oh, man, it was only like 4 or 5 big guys shooting threes in the league at that time.
Right,
You had outside jump shooters, but threes.
right,
You only had one guy pretty much handling the ball full time, and that was Lamar Odom.
right, right, right.
That was really it, bro.
Yeah,
And so for me, I wish I probably would have, I would have done more. You know what I mean?
right,
Because like I idolized those guys. So
right.
this was, and especially seeing the game now, I'm like, oh man, I should have been handling it. I should have just did it, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know what? You'd be surprised. Like, I'm looking at the comments. You have no idea how much people love you, how much they respect you. A champion, all-star. You know what I'm saying? Just a guy who has done it all on both sides of the ball. I mean, you've really electrified the world in a major way. And I think it's important that people, recognizing what you brought to the table as an athlete and what you'll continue to bring to the table as a man. You know what I'm saying? So you should feel real good about your accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? You should know that they're
Yeah.
appreciated and respected. You know what I'm saying? And you should know that what you've accomplished is no small feat. I mean, to go, to get drafted, to be a young boy, to go to a foreign country, quote unquote, it's North America, but still Canada,
Right, for
right?
sure.
Go there, start playing, play there 6-7 years, whatever it was, leave, you know what I'm saying? Come down, join that, that super team, be 33% and a 33 and a third percent of this big super thing. Go back to back. I think you guys went to the finals 4 times, or
Yeah,
4
4
trips
times.
consecutive, or something like that. If I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
right, something like that. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what you've accomplished and you being there, is to be commended, man. So I appreciate you very much.
Bro, I appreciate that, man. Man, that means a lot coming from you. I'm not gonna go there right now, my brother, but I'm just,
It's all love, all love. Well, yo, man,
I
I want
appreciate
to thank
that,
you for
dude.
coming through. You know what I'm saying? And send my love to your family, and just know,
Absolutely.
man, you're a champion forever. You know what I'm saying? That could never be taken away from you. You're respected forever. And I hope to, see you doing more in the world of basketball. Whether it's, I would love to see you on the sidelines coaching now. I don't think you should. I know that maybe I don't think you should walk away from the game completely. I know you do your announcing and commentary here and there. I know you do those other things and you dabble in that world, but
Yeah.
you should really, get out there, share that knowledge with those young
Oh
basketball
yeah.
players.
Hey,
Oh, Harvard
absolutely.
Professor
Yeah.
Anita Elbasy is here. Hello, Professor.
Of
But
course. What's up,
share your
Anita?
information, man. Share your
No,
knowledge and
yeah.
wisdom.
We sharing with the youth, man. Absolutely. I'm actually working on a youth program as we speak, because for one, I've been in that situation. I can only imagine, not having school right now because one, people got to eat. And
Right.
sometimes those school meals, they're very important to a lot of people, and the time and the resources, so I'm very much into that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be sharing my knowledge. I've shared my knowledge, but we're going to even expand it even more,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the youth. I love the youth, because I was that skinny kid
Mm-hmm.
out of wherever I'm from, out of
Right.
Hutchins, Texas, that, had every reason not to believe. So we definitely want to push that belief, man. So yeah, we're working on a lot of things. And, I'm writing a book as well, called Letters to a Young Athlete. Yeah, we're in the process of doing that as well. So hopefully that'll be available like next year,
Dope.
and, just going back through all these stories, and I will definitely trying to be, sharing my knowledge. You told me to, so I'm gonna make sure I do that,
You got
brother.
to do it, man. You got to do it. And also, I know sometimes it can be, it's a little bittersweet because, you obviously you ended way sooner than your body would have ultimately ended. Like, I mean, you would have
Yeah,
been playing. You'd probably still be playing.
I still be playing for sure.
But the thing is, I would just encourage you to think about that coaching. Think about them assistant coaching jobs. Think about getting out there in that world. I think we'd be blown away. You have a breadth of basketball knowledge and wisdom, and to be able to walk on that court, smell that arena again, hear those people, and feel that vibe, and share that wisdom, and draw up them plays. You might surprise yourself to go out there and get you another ring. You know what I'm saying? So I just encourage you to do that, man. But
I
thanks for
appreciate that,
stopping by. All
man.
right?
Thanks, dude.
I
Good to
appreciate
see
you,
you, my
baby.
brother.
One love, no doubt.
Absolutely, dude.
Peace. Yeah, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Chris Bosh, you know what I'm saying? Just a stand-up guy. Again, shout out Professor Anita. How you doing? CB4. Shout out to, Toronto, everybody. That was an amazing conversation with my man. He's truly a talented dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good vibe. So it's real people, real conversations. We're talking about the world, talking about just different things that have gone on. Vibes, energy, and it just feels real good. Another thing I would share with people is get out there and read. You know what I'm saying? Do a lot of reading. Get out there and read. I read a book called Extreme Ownership that I think is really interesting by Jocko Willink. I would encourage you to go out there and read it, especially you people that are trying to be successful in different areas. Books are like the piano. You can give anybody a book, but it's up to you to master it, right? So just like a piano, anybody can sit in front of a piano, but it's up to you to learn how to read or write music, you know what I'm saying, and really understand it. So I would say that. But yeah, that was definitely dope to speak to my man Chris Bosh, you know what I'm saying? 11-time NBA All-Star, played 13 years and would still be playing if it wasn't for some things that happened to him. So good love. You know what I'm saying? So what's goody? We're gonna just real people, real conversations. I'm gonna kind of jump on some people and just like tagging to some people and see what you guys are doing. And I just want to see what's what, you know what I'm saying? Just gonna talk and see what's happening. I see Shiva M. Graham, Dreeby Brown, The Eminence, Party Mac 1984. Who wants? That's right. Don't count yourself out. King L Boogie. That's right. Don't count yourself out, man. So if anybody wants to comment on what me and Chris were talking about, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Also, let me pin my phone number for you real quick. 917-540-5512. You know what I'm saying? If you want to send me a text, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I sent the text message out, so you know, I know some of you got the text because I have to send them individually. You know what I'm saying? My man Rudy Gay is going to be joining me in a minute. He wants to talk a little bit about his life from a different perspective, a different era in the game. Came from a different place. You know what I'm saying? My man Dirty Third, Edge, what up, baby? How you, man? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, New York number for sure. Oh, for sure. So let me see. Yo, Rudy, I'm gonna try to find your let me see. Let me try to find my man Rudy. Let me see. Rudy. Yo, Rudy, just send another comment because you know I go through this sometimes with the comments. When I see a comment, and send a request in. Send a request in. You know what I'm saying? Send a request in as well. All right, I was looking. Right, let me see. There's a lot of love in here. M to David. I don't wanna wild out. So nah, he's here. Soon as I see it, guys. You know what I'm saying? Send me his gram so I make sure I recognize it right. So I'll make sure I'm just looking out. Stephen John, what up? Stephen John, GTS Chick 2003. Donald Driver 80, what up? F. Romy Gibbier or Gibber, what's up? Trenton Sauter, what up? Izzy Socks. You want an LLCOOLJ concert? Yeah, okay. You never know, baby. That's another part of me. You know what I'm saying? Get busy. Right now, we just talking and vibing. You know what I'm saying? Look for my man Rudy Gay. Let me see. I'm just gonna wait for you to comment. Let me see. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna find you, Rudy. I got you. Just hang tight. We go through this sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I got so many requests. You guys hit me with so many requests that sometimes I can't find the person I'm looking for. Okay, let me see. Let me see. All right, I'm looking for a 7 Dutchess 7 Mamacita Watke. What up? I am Sonia. View the request. Let me see. Yeah, I don't, it's so many requests. Every time I look for the requests, your comment may slip by, so I can't risk it. Let me see. I'll see you. I'm just gonna have to wait. Just keep commenting, Rudy. I'll see you. I'll eventually see you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes. Giggles RG, what up? P Genie, what up? Lisa Veteran, what up? Somebody wrote LL versus Snoop Dogg. I don't know what that means. Baron Line, what up, Baron Line? Shout out to my man Snoopy. Baron Line, what up? Dirty Third, what up? Yeah. Susan Lee Ray, what's up? My name is CJ. What's going on? New York, 1981 Queen. I'm good, Baron Line. It's all love. Hang around. We'll go live. I'm just trying to get my man Rudy Gay in. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to see his comment because I got so many requests that if I press on the request button, that's going to slide up. Then I'm going to miss his comment. And plus, I got so many requests. It's crazy. Do we know if he sent a request in? Did he definitely send a request in? K Relentless. I am Tone Turner. Team K, what up? Yours truly, April, what up? Fab Lovely Chica, what up? Kadiba 01, what up? Terry Man 929. Lakeisha Cole Smith, you know what I'm saying? Bullock Natisha, R. Fraz, Ruth Pitts 01. Kadiva, or Kadiva 01. Big Nat Fest. I'm here, baby. All right, I'm going to go through my requests now. I'm just going to go through my requests. Just try to find it. All right, cute dog. gonna go through my requests. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Going through my requests, y'all. Everybody stay with me. Stay focused. Stay focused. Going through my requests. You know what I'm saying? Looking for my man Rudy Get. Going through my requests. It's all love, baby. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. You know what I'm saying? Gilly the King. I see Gilly the King in the building. What up, Gilly? You know what I'm saying? These are all, you know what I'm saying? These are viewers. Okay, those are viewers. Okay, those are viewers. Okay, so let me see what's what. Yeah, Rudy, your request isn't in here, Rudy. Send that request, baby. You send that request, I got you. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I see it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. So all love. Bullock Natisha, Gilly the King. What up, man? What up, Gilly? Spice Adams. Spice Adams, you crazy, boy. You probably one of my favorite new comedians. Not that you've been doing it a minute, but you know you one of the funniest dudes out here, baby. I gotta give you some love, man. You see Rudy comment, Baron Line, your comment, is Rudy's comment above your comment? If you just saw it, it must be above your comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find, yo, Rudy, hang with me, baby. As soon as I see your comment, I'm going to you. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I see you, baby. Word is bond. Don't break out on me. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
What up?
Spice, what up, baby?
What's up, man? I need to get me a beanie like you, man. I'm looking rough out here.
Well, ain't nothing under mine, so, you know. I don't know what good that'll do. What's happening, baby? How you?
My stay in the house
Yo,
game
I'm good,
always
man.
been
Yo,
strong.
you've been doing, like, your comedy's going to another level, baby. You're killing them.
I
You feel good about
it, man.
everything? How you
I'm
feeling?
just
How
having
you
fun
hanging out?
out
How's
here,
the
man.
quarantine thing?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm like a caveman out here, man. I just work out, man, and just homeschool the kids. That's all I'll be doing, man.
Yeah. Just homeschooling the kids, and you
That's
know,
it, man.
and so, yo, like, tell us a little bit about your journey. You know, all the fans. You know, you got a lot of fans. You built up a huge following. You know, you've become like, you know, one of the breakout stars over the last few years online with just the things you've been doing. And I think it's important that people see, you know what I'm saying, even at this stage in your life, a dream can happen at any point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell people how you just, you know, tell people a little bit about you. You know what I'm saying? How you became who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, who
Well,
are you? Tell us who you are, man.
a lot of people don't know that I played in the NFL. They think like I just started doing these skits and stuff like that. And that's how, everybody started following me on Instagram and everything. But
So,
I'm from Detroit, man.
yo, honestly, Spice, I did not know that. I did not
Oh,
know that.
word?
I did not know that. Absolutely
Oh,
not. I just thought you was the funniest dude in the world. So tell
that's
me,
dope then. That's dope that you didn't know. That means I'm doing my job. You know what I'm
I
saying?
did not know, man. I would be lying. Like, I'm not even gonna front. And I just thought you were super funny. And, you know, like you're going back to Cali skit and you know what I'm saying? Like, I just love what you do. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate you. So tell people who you played for. Like, give them a little history.
Yeah, I got a football scholarship to go to Penn State, played there. And then I got drafted to San Francisco. I played out there for 4 years. And then I came out here to Chicago, played out here for 5 years. Then I retired. Then that's when I started making all the videos and stuff. And then, it just started going crazy from there.
Yo, and it's crazy. So, yo, you obviously the other day you did the whole versus thing to Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
You did
Dude, hey, while I was watching, I said, man, I got a burgundy hat just like that. And I was like, I got a burgundy shirt just like that. Then I was like, you know what? Then I was gone. I went in the basement and shot it, came back up, edited. Then I put it out just like that.
That's beautiful, man. Well, yo, what year did you retire from the NFL?
What year did I go to the NFL?
No, what year did you retire?
2012.
What position did you play?
D tackle.
D tackle.
Yeah.
So you ain't just, so you got some functional muscle. You got some functional size on you.
Yeah, I'm nice, man. You know, people just think I look like this, man. I'm nice. I'm nice, man. I'm freakishly athletic, man. Telling you, I used to come home sometime with so much money from like bets. People be like, man, you can't do no backwards flip. Come home one day, $300. So I put my money like in this little in this little shoebox under my bed, right? So my mom found the box of money. So she was like, can you explain this? I'm like, Ma, seriously. I know you probably not gonna believe me. Like, we're in Detroit. But I'm like, I won this money, like, you know, doing backwards flips and like doing all these little bets and stuff like that, man. She was like, oh, okay. Sure. But like a box of money under the bed, like it just looked kind of suspicious. But I used to win a lot of money, bro, because people would be like, man, your fat butt can't do no, you can't dunk, you can't do no backwards flip, you can't dance. All right, put some money up.
That's crazy. All right, so what was your 40? What's your 40? What you run the 40 in? What was your high?
My best 40 time was a 4.97.
You did a 4.97 at what weight?
At that time, I was probably like 295.
You did a 4.97 at 295?
Yeah, man. I wouldn't be able to do it again. I wouldn't be able to do it again. That's the one time you was gonna get it.
I love that.
2003. If I ran a 4.97, I need a time machine.
That's so. Tell me. So, are there any movies in the future, television? Like, what's
man?
going
You
on?
tell me, man. Put in the good word. Look at this, man. Come on, man. I'm waiting.
You know what? I just realized
put
some TV
me on, Todd.
We doing something. I'm gonna make
all right,
sure.
I'm about to screen record this because I'm
re-record it. We definitely doing something. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna be texting you. I'm gonna DM
my
you.
Screen record is on. Say it.
I'm gonna DM you. I'm gonna get your number. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna figure something out. All right?
All right, I got it screen recorded. Okay.
Right, my man.
My wife is in the house right now with our 4 kids.
I got you, Spice. I got you, baby. One love
all
and
right.
much respect, brother. We talk soon, all right?
All right,
love
man.
you, bro. I got
love
mad love for you, baby. All right, peace. Yo, it's a good dude. It's my man Spice Adams, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the funniest dudes in the game to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a good vibe, good energy. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's real people, real conversations. Your man LLCOOLJ, and we just rocking. You know what I'm saying? We just vibing. You know what I mean? My man Spice Adams. I got to put him on. You know what I'm saying? We got to get Spice rocking, man. No question about it. I got to get Spice rocking. Got to figure this out, man. Spice got to be on TV somewhere. Your man LLCOOLJ got to figure that out. I'm going to put myself on the spot, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get some things popping. You know what I'm saying? All right, so, good vibe. Soam, what up? What's up? DJ Big Sire, what's happening? Trey Rayner, what up? What's happening? Yo, he's screen recorded. Yo, he's crazy. He's something else. All right, good vibe. Zero Cool Ice, what's happening? I need some chapstick. Damn. Roberta, what's happening? What's going on? So, let me see what's happening. Let me see who's out here. You want to come on? Okay. Brains and Beauty. What's up? Real people, real conversations. Tell me what you think about what's going on today. Tell me how you doing, how your day's going, all that. You know what I mean? I want to hear about it. I'm waiting on Brains and Beauty 82. For real. Barren Line. What up? Hold up. Barren Line. Let me see. Barren Line.
I need some chapstick, has me dead.
I need some chapstick, baby. What's happening?
Nothing. Taking it day by day.
How you handling this quarantine life?
It's been good. Like, I've been working. I released 2 projects, and then like I still
tell everybody about the projects. Don't skip over. Tell them about
them. The Babies album we put out, and it did really good. And then another project, this kid I signed from Brooklyn, Smooth Out. So I just been working, and then I also have a show where I let unsigned artists come on my live and show me what they got. So I just been trying to find something to do and be productive during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm fortunate enough to, not be stressing as much as other people, which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. So you've been
Yeah.
feeling good. The vibe been right. We love what you
Yeah, I've
did
been
with the
feeling good,
baby.
but I'm getting a little antsy. Like I'm like, like damn, I want to go outside, but
You feel like you're on punishment again or something?
yes. And then I look and everybody in New York is outside like wilding. So I'm like, no, if people keep going outside, that's gonna make us not be able to go outside because
Right.
people are getting sick. And I don't think people know the importance of actually staying home and
Mm-hmm.
protecting one another.
Yeah, you do have to stay home, protect one another, and look out for each other. Why don't you, for people who aren't familiar, why don't you tell people a little bit about your story, real briefly, like where you're from and what you do, so they can understand who it is I'm talking to. You're frozen, by the way, so jiggle your
I
phone around or
am.
something. I'm frozen too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't
Like
know. Do y'all see me?
I'm frozen in some type of pre-lip lick moment. It's crazy
Mine
looking.
too. But do
It's
you hear
nuts.
me?
I can hear you, but we both frozen. It's crazy.
All right. My name is Caroline. I'm 25. I'm a music executive. I work at Interscope. I'm an A&R. What else you want me to say? I'm from New York.
Tell them all the acts you worked